Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Helle and today I'm doing my spoiler-free short review for Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young. So first of all, long time no see. I am now done with all of my exams and everything, so I'm just home for summer vacation, gonna travel a bit, gonna work a lot, but hopefully I'm also going to be able to read a lot, and I really think that I will. So this video is my short and spoiler-free review for Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young. I got this as an e-arc from NetGalley, so I read it on my trustworthy little Kindle right here. It was released on April 24th of this year, so it is out, so you can just go and pick it up whenever you want to, if you want to. So I'm just going to start off by reading you the synopsis. Raised to be a warrior, 17-year-old Aelin fights alongside her Asa clansmen in an ancient rivalry against the Wiki clan. Her life is brutal but simple. Fight and survive. Until the day she sees the impossible on the battlefield. Her brother fighting with the enemy. The brother she watched die 5 years ago. Faced with her brother's betrayal, she must survive the winter in the mountains with Riki, in a village where every neighbor is an enemy, every battle scar, possibly one she delivered. But when the Riki village is raided by a ruthless clan thought to be a legend, Aelin is even more desperate to get back to her beloved family. She is given no choice but to trust Fiske, her brother's friend who sees her as a threat. They must do the impossible, unite the clans to fight together, or risk being slaughtered one by one. Driven by a love for her clan and her growing love for Fiske, Aelin must confront her own definition of loyalty and family while daring to put her faith in the people she spent her life hating. That was the synopsis. That was everything I knew when going into this. I was super excited. I ended up giving this book 4 stars, so I did enjoy it. It is a YA fantasy, and I do think that one of the reasons that I enjoyed it so much was because of the Scandinavian Norwegian aspect that I felt like I could really relate to. The book is clearly inspired by Vikings and their culture, and even in the name you have the character Fiske, which is literally the Norwegian word for fishing, and that's quite normal and it makes sense because they had names that would reflect their occupation. So a guy named Fiske would be a fisherman. I found that really cool, but it also sort of dragged me a bit out of the story because every time I saw his name I would just read that as Fiske, to fish. I have this like really Norwegian pronunciation of his name, and that didn't really fit with any of the other names. It was fine, I got over it, and I still managed to enjoy the story. One of the things that I did really enjoy was the relationship between all of the different characters, between Aelin and everyone she meets, and between Fiske and Aelin's brother, and how every relationship really developed throughout the novel when Aelin also developed as a character. I feel like there was a lot of character development within the story as well, which is always a great thing. There was a lot of action in this book, which again I feel like that makes sense because it's inspired by Vikings and you have all of these clans that are fighting together, and then you have this big common enemy which they obviously then fight at the end. I did think that this was going to be a standalone, but it apparently is not. I feel like the ending really set up a sequel for this book. I think you can still read this as a standalone, and I haven't heard anything about like a second book coming out, but I felt like it was like really set up for a sequel with even more fighting, which will be fine, works fine as a standalone as well. So as I mentioned, I gave it 4 stars. It's a YA fantasy, so if that's a genre you like, or if you just found the synopsis interesting or think in the book sounds interesting, I will recommend picking it up. It is already out, so you can just go and get it whenever you want to. That was most of my thoughts for this book without spoiling, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and hit the subscribe button as well if you want to see my next videos, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!